We've got more than a third of all clinical trials take place in New York, but just here in Westchester County, we've got nearly 400 that have been going on since 1999. About 50 of those are still recruiting right now.
Clinical trials, as you've heard, are critical to establishing the safety and efficacy of new therapeutics. And there are many different individuals and forms of expertise that go into that process.
Along with Dr. Amler from New York Medical College, I'm representing the academic arm today in the important collaborative effort between government, private companies, the public, as you heard, in the form of patients, and academic institutions.
This project, this collective work, is really about saving lives 3 different ways, getting our lives back 3 different ways. The first is the most proximal and most obvious, and that's the people who benefit directly from the drugs, the therapies, the innovations that we are working on here in Westchester and the Hudson Valley. The second, of course, is the new jobs and the new people, the new talented, exciting, stimulating researchers and research supporters who will be moving here and buying real estate. And then finally, the broader scientific community is helped.
But I think we also can't forget who the real heroes are in the entire process. And it's not really the companies and the scientists and the medical institutions that carry out the trials, it's the patients. This was a note that we got from one of these patients. Before this clinical trial, each day was one of misery, starting as a child. But since I started the treatment in your clinical trial, finally a life, it would be difficult to understand what a wonderful life that has come at last. Thank everyone at your company that was willing to spend the time in labs, in research. I really cannot describe how wonderful life is now.
And now from a business perspective, today's announcement also underscores just how big a player this region has truly become. Westchester is home to more than 30 life sciences firms, including 2 of the largest in the U.S., which we're very proud of, Acorda Therapeutics, of course, and Regeneron Pharmaceuticals. We have more than 9,600 employees across the Hudson Valley, and we are doing everything we possibly can to support this industry.
But New York State also has to do something else, and that's become more hospitable to allow the expansion and to allow the success of biotech sectors like this.
But one great story, I think, about the benefits that having successes like this in this local area, what they can do for the local economy, just became apparent to me just this weekend. I was at a little event having to do with something for one of my kids, and I met some parent I hadn't met before. And we started talking. I said, "Oh, what do you do?" And he said, "He's a real estate broker." And then he asked me, "What do you do?" And I said, "Oh, I work for this biotech company, Regeneron." And the guy goes, "Regeneron? Really?" He goes, "Wow, I don't know what you guys are doing, but about more than half the homes that I've sold in the last 2 years, I've sold to people who work for Regeneron."